Hey guys, my name is Simpsy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. Here today, we're going to be starting episode 5 of my Kingdom of Serbia series. We're going to be attacking the Kingdom of Hungary. Here today, we're going to be storming the gates at Belgrade. So, if you like the sound of a war with Hungary, leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, and let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series thus far, where you would like me to expand and conquer. So, I've currently skipped a little bit ahead for the invasion of Hungary. We have 6 full stacks in operation, and we have a brand new king. Put an F in the chat at the top of the turn. At 65 years of age, King Stefan died of natural causes. RIP King Stefan, F in the chat. And his successor at 32 years of age now is Prince Stefan, now king. Stefan II, and his son Josip is now heir. So we have been thrown into a little bit of turmoil. Our power hasn't been quite consolidated, and some of the other higher up Serbian officials don't like the power shift that much. So, of course, King Stefan was married to a Hungarian, but his 2 sons were from a previous marriage. King Stefan is currently now married off. He has 4 children, a daughter, a bastard daughter, son and heir who's for King Josip, and a 2-year-old son, Luka. My brother, Savia, has 3 children as well, a 6-year-old named Ivan, a 5-year-old named Lazar, and a 2-year-old daughter called Malinka. I do have a 12-year-old sister. Now, her mother is related to the Hungarian royal line, so we're going to be using her, my sister Anna, who is 12. That is going to be our war deck. We're going to be able to take Belgrade because of her and the cultural significance of the city. I could even basically make her the minor Earl Kingdom ruler up here, and she has a strong claim to those Hungarian territories. So, King Stefan is here. My son and heir is currently only 4. My brother, who's 29, will ride into battle with me. So, we currently have a full stack here with at Nisha. 2 units of spears, mostly made up of swords, 4 units of archers and cavalry. We have the king here as well, with the exact same army blueprint. A 3rd down in Croatia, and then a weaker army up near Zagreb. So, diplomacy-wise, we currently have a defensive alliance with Aragon. We have an abundance of military allies: Venice, Austria, Pisa, Sicily, Navarre, Trebizond, Antioch, Jerusalem, Verona, Brandenburg. We've got a lot of allies here. We currently sit in strength ranked 1st, the Iubas are 3rd, England's 4th, the Cumans are 6th, Portugal's 7th, and Sicily is 8th. Looking at our diplomatic status, most of Christian Europe, regardless of Catholic and sort of Orthodox denomination, we've got a lot of alliances with, stretching from the west to the east there. At the moment, we nearly have complete control of the Balkans. We just need to take this region here in Pannonia. I have broken my alliance with Hungary. They massively overextended themselves in this series. They did quite well pushing over the mountain pass here into Ruthenia and Carpathia, but they just got torn apart by Turkic and Cuman horse lords to the east. They currently sit in strength rank 10 with 5 provinces. We do have some spies as well in their lands. They currently have 16 units here in Belgrade, along with the garrison. We'll burn the city to the ground. They've got an army here in Pex, and also up in the north. By bloody hell! Do you guys hear that? It's bloody 3 o'clock in the morning. Just absolutely hammering past my house. That's crack up. Anyway, Veszprém there as well. We probably can nearly take the entirety of Hungary in today's episode. And I might even send my spies further north. So, without further ado, we'll declare war upon Hungary. Just want to show you my other lands as well. We've taken out Bulgaria, Croatia, Epirus, the Greek city-states, Constantinople, and we've also got 2 armies here. We've got an army defending Asia Minor for now, and we've got another army here with Miroslav in Constantinopolis. So we've got a really nice foothold here in the east. We've really got a really nice footholding here near the Adriatic, the Aegean, and we're getting a lot of trade flowing through there. So let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer after Hungary. I don't imagine it's going to be more than probably 1 or 2 episodes, this one and the next. The Seljuk Sultanate of Rum has been defeated, so we can't go after them. So maybe we should go on crusade against the Ayyubids. Maybe bring Jerusalem itself under Orthodox control. Is that something you guys like to see? Regardless, it's time to declare war upon the Hungarians here today and attack Belgrade. So, the only ally that stands with them is the Duchy of Austria. We are also allied with them. So, let's declare war. They're currently already at war with most of the Kuman Khanates, the Horse Lords in the east. So, let's declare war upon Hungary. Austria has refused to join their side, and Austrian troops will be aiding us in the offensive. Perfect. So let's push for the city of Belgrade, and with just this one army, we already seem to be outnumbered. So I want to try and get as much siege equipment as I can before we storm the city, and we might try and siege it out for a little while, as they do have skirmisher supremacy, and we might want to sort of siege it out for a bit. Okay, well, let's move 3 full stacks to the city of Belgrade. It is the region capital here in Pannonia. Okay, and then you've got this army in the north here. If I was to attack that, we'll go here. We'll push out. I don't think I should siege this. It could draw further forces down, so I might. I just feel like we're not going to get a favourable result. Yeah, look at that. It's not going to be very favourable for us. I imagine they're probably going to come down to attack us. They could even draw this army further out. Now we have line of sight there in Pécs. Let's push further into the Hungarian wilderness here. Maybe there might be an army lurking. You never know. Regardless, we will end the turn and continue. Oh, one of my forces has low integrity. Yes, I did order the decimation of the defenders of the faith. So we'll make sure that order goes through. So, let's end the turn there. We've got the siege of Belgrade underway, and the conquest of Pannonia planned. It's still very much a battle royale in the Balkans. Hungary seem to be moving some forces. I should have ended it up there, because I'm curious to see how they're going to react to this blitzkrieg. So, straight up, they've actually come out and attacked me with that. Or is this a neighbouring army? Regardless, we're going to be able to retreat and maybe even draw them back to Zagreb. Okay, so it's looked like an army's come down from the north. I think that's what's happened. Alright. Belgrade is still currently under siege with 3 full stacks. We'll send my spy further north, past Veszprém. Loyalty has been secured, and that should increase a little bit. We just need to get my family members in some fighting. So further in the north, they still haven't got any troops there. Yeah, where did that other army go? Okay, so this army's now pushing further south. I'm going to move my army back to Zagreb, so it did draw them down. I'm nearly potentially happy to wait one more turn just to get that additional grouping of siege equipment, and you never know, we could potentially force a field battle if they want to come down and try and resist me. But we'll have a look at the Hungarians. They're not, I don't know where they went, which is a bit of an interesting thing. So yeah, so Brandenburg, Prague, Venice, Austria. I'm just trying to, I don't want them to take any of this territory. That's the thing. So pushing further north might be kind of my best bet, because the last thing I want is Austrians to intervene down here, which they could very well do. But I also wouldn't mind that coming there, but then they could hit Zagreb, not in one turn. Yeah, let's go here. So I basically just want to block the Austrian advance. So we'll hold them there. If you attack in one turn, you actually break down the buildings. As you can see, the city is on fire. Okay, I want to give it one more turn. Let's end it there, and let's execute those deserters. So let's move here. We want to get back to a better vision of Hungary itself and see how the enemy moves and operates. So Pex is shrouded in darkness for now. We're going to get 2 turns of siege equipment in Belgrade, which is fantastic. It also will destroy most of the arrow towers inside, you would imagine. So the armies come up there now, and the 2 full stacks are giving chase. Let's continue to retreat now. That's not far enough. Oh, it's alright though, they're not giving chase. You'd think you'd fall further back into Austrian territory to draw in the Graz garrison, you'd think. The Papal States has ended a non-aggression pact with me. Not surprising. I'm surprised they even signed a deal. The Allans have broken trade. So be it. Okay, anything else that sort of happened? Norway, trade agreement, and some other stuff there. That's fine. Okay, cool. Can you get back down to Zagreb? You can, and we'll swing you further down here. So they were lurking in the forest somewhere. So the Hungarians seem to be leaving Belgrade. They don't seem to be bringing any reinforcements, which is interesting. Okay then, well, let's get stuck into the siege. Enough chit-chat. Right, so we've got plenty of battering rams, plenty of archers as well. So looking at the auto resolve, 8,310 Serbs are going to be storming the gates of Belgrade. 4,420 currently inside. So the majority of the bulk of the army, of the 2.3k, is mostly militia crossbowmen. They do have a small amount of militia spears and some archers there. A lot of crossbowmen. No archers, so they're not going to be able to shoot over the top, and they don't have a proper standing army of efficient melee infantry. 2 units of spears we've got, the rest is mostly made up with swordsmen, 4 units of archers, and of course horsemen. For the Battle of Belgrade in 1231, what we want to try and do is sit back, rain fire and death on most of the enemy. I would imagine the majority of the towers will be destroyed before we push in. They're not going to be able to arc their shots over the top of us, so that'll be good. They can shoot down upon us, though. But regardless, let's get stuck into the Kingdom of Hungary here today. I wasn't too sure if we were able to fight Hungary in this series, because just how strong they were comparatively for us. I love this sort of rebuild we've gone on with Serbia, forging a mighty kingdom, starting off with 2 provinces in the middle of the Balkans, incredibly poor. Now we are prosperous. We have territory from the Croatian coast to Sparta and Athens and Greece, and of course the city Constantinople, which is massive for us. Maybe I should declare myself Emperor Stefan the First. Okay guys, welcome to Belgrade. Quite fitting, it is pissing down with rain. We're going to wait one, it's fog again. Can we get some favourable conditions? It's pissing down with rain again. And it's a nice, clean, dry day. I was taking 4 rolls of the dice there before we can start the deployment. So let's have a look at the city. So on this side here, it does seem to see that there's no archers, arrow towers. There are some further this way and some on the far side and there as well. So there is a path into the city. Where are my men actually being deployed? Oh, they're not both over the river, are they? Ah, bug ears. They are too. Because I don't think logistically they can cross. There might be a crossing higher up, but they might have funneled us there. Ah, that's a bit of a shame. They might be able to get around, but I don't know, to be exact. We'll have to see. Oh well, regardless, we shall form up. Okay, so let's get these archers to drop that. Okay, archers, what I want you to do, loose formation, go with a standard shot. We want to arc our shots over the top and rain fire into upon them from this area without any arrow towers. Okay, then we'll form our cavalry. It doesn't really matter where, to be perfectly honest, because we're probably not going to get in there. Okay, right. So, we're going to put our battering rams straight up through the guts. We'll allow all these guys here. Spearmen. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? So what we'll do is we'll chuck you here. We'll chuck you here as well. We'll put another one here. And a secondary one here as well. So these are the remaining units, and we've got a siege equipment there. So I don't know if we need 4 rams. We might have been slightly excessive with that. Maybe. Okay, then we'll have a secondary charge here. So there doesn't need to be a gateway here. I thought there would be naturally a gate there. So it's probably not in our best interest to push down this side. We're better off trying to get control of this central area before we push that. I think it's probably our best bet. So yeah, just sort of where things ended up, we probably don't even need that other additional battering ram, which sucks. Oh well, no matter. We'll drop these here for now. We can always grab them later on. Alright, let's get these. Let's get these towers here. So right, so we'll put you like probably bang smack on the corner there. You here as well. If I could maybe capture these towers, it might be a good idea. Just get these towers under our control. Alright, I just want to quickly see if there's no, because we don't want to push too quickly just yet. We want to sort of sit back and try and skirmish them out a little bit. Right. Keep you guys here. Keep the king here. And reinforcement to deploy. We'll send you like here so you can be quite dynamic on where you push. Alright, cool. Let's start the battle there. Let's quickly pause. Let's make sure we can get into a line of sight at the enemy. Make sure you're out of the... You don't want to be too close. You want to be in the clearing there, at least. Alright, let's move up now for the Siege of Belgrade. So here is King Stefan II. His father before him conquered what is now the Kingdom of Serbia. And now this is his achievement. So yeah, so there is pathfinding here. Good. Good. I was gonna say I've been incredibly unlucky with the RNG, but no, there is a small crossing here which we're going to be able to take use of, which is fantastic. We don't have to throw everyone there. Okay, so we'll move our archers into a better position. Now crossbowmen are actually hitting us there. So we want to fall back from this. We want to hit stuff like there. They've actually gone quite well there. You need to hit this there. You need to make sure you're hitting that. Swing you further this way. Yeah, just make sure you're out of range of those crossbowmen. Alright, so we're getting some nice shots up and over. Good. So it actually looks like most of the infantry coming over aren't going to be archers, which is interesting. I would have liked more, to be honest. So let's break up to some squadrons. So this one can be here. There. There. We'll try and do like this. So once they get up on the wall, they can quickly act and maneuver and rotate. Okay, so let's continue to get my archers to skirmish. I have no idea how effective some of them are. Okay, so we'll try and hit something like that. You hit something like this. Maybe come... Yeah, you want to try and hit these militia here. But you don't want to get too in range of those crossbows, because they're just standing there in the open field. They'll more than likely obliterate you a bit. Try and swing further this way. Now just go for a targeted volley. There seems to be crossbowmen intertwined in that anyway. It's just a shame we keep on losing line of sight with them. What? Why have they gone and done that? Have they charged out? What the fuck are they doing? Please, don't shoot! Oh my god. So, we're gonna have to send in the Royal Serbian Regiment there. My archers are making an absolute field day out of these guys. Look at this. Crossbowmen have pushed. That's insane. I've never seen anything like that in this mod. To be fair, it's probably not a bad bait. Because now we were getting into crossbow fire. For the some of them that stayed. Wow, that's a bit wacky. Alright. Alright. Make sure you're still skirmishing most of this out over the top. Oh god, we've only killed 100 men. These archers are not entirely efficient. Alright, continue to skirmish where we can. Because we've lost only 20, but we killed about 100 of them, it's alright. Alright, continue to skirmish. You want to try and use all of our ammunition before our boys push over. For some reason, a couple of these blokes seem to be pushing this way. There's no harm in pushing this side if that's something you really want to do. To put some added pressure. So we'll continue to skirmish out. They seem to be doing these weird charges. God knows why. But if they want to sit there and get taken out flat-footed... Oh my god, it's just some good target practice. I don't know what it's calculating to do that. Some of these guys aren't even shooting. Well, they are now. Oh my god. Maybe they're trying to draw down the close proximity. I've never seen anything like that. That's fucking nuts. Maybe they're trying to bait units in. I genuinely don't know. Dude, that's absolutely bonkers. They're still doing it as well. We've nearly wiped them. Right, they're now gone. I'm nearly better off to send like a unit of cavalry down here just to run back and forth and drag this crossbow fire. Get these up closer though. Oh, they just seem to be they just seem to be trickling them out. It's just because of how close I am as well. Yeah, God, they're like, what the fuck, man? These Hungarians, they're mad. They're bamboozling me with their tactics, though. Because I reckon we'll take a decent amount of casualties there. Just from, like, they're just trying to draw my cavalry in for a charge. Yeah. Oh, God, that's a lot of them there, though. Yeah, okay. So that charge has cost 7 heavy cav. I don't know what they're trying to do. It's because we're being incredibly passive and stand back. The gates are now closed. Now that we've turned, we've lost a couple. Swing these guys further back. Still get our archers to shoot up over the top. Now they're clustering furthermore. Make sure you're hitting them. Yeah, so we did lose a decent chunk by doing that. Nothing to be sniffed at least. Alright, continue to rain fire and death into this blob in the center. Archers, take aim. Loose. So we are getting some nice shots over the top. But yeah, I think they're just doing that thing where they can't calculate the best outcome. Oh, shit. They've actually regained their position there. Quickly now, run them down in the trees. Show them no quarter. I guess you could sort of roleplay it as they were trying to flee. The cowards. Not standing and fighting. Okay. My swordsmen are nearly in their position, but they're absolutely exhausted. Okay. Again, man! You're nearly better off just waiting for them to come further out. And hiding our cavalry in the trees. Come on, come further out. Massively overextend. You won't. Seems like you will. Having our back turned didn't do us any favours there. I'll continue to push into this. So how are we going? We lost about 400. We killed about 1,000 of them. Not too bad if I do say. Reform our archers back up. Make sure you fire into this centre mass. Make sure these guys rout. Okay, that's now broken. Make sure these guys officially break. They're sending more guys out through the front. Madness, I say. Try and hit a variety of units that are sitting there. We'll sit back and we'll go for another charge. I don't know why. I've never seen anything like that in this mod. It's fucking nuts. Alright, don't go for anything like that yet. What's going on is they keep losing line of sight of stuff and they stop. So you just need to keep on pounding this area. That's what you need to be doing. Alright, you will draw if the timer runs out. But you've got 46 minutes. That's plenty of time to take a settlement. We're also giving all our men a breather as well. Alright, push further up. Yeah, it's just these weird little feints that work. It's not too bad of a volley they get in. It does disrupt our cohesion, but they just get smashed by our cavalry in the end. Yeah, look at that. Look how many are sitting there. Alright, break this unit. If they want to trickle out one by one, I'm happy with that. These guys are massively weak now, so fall them further back. Rejig the cavalry. But allow these boys to continue to fire into this. If they want to send out another crossbow unit, I'm more than happy to deal with it. Right, continue to fire into that. We've nearly used all our ammunition. And then we'll storm the city. The more Serbian lives we save, the better. To be fair, we've brought up 6,000 in this battle. We've got a total of 8,000 anyway. Alright, we're starting to get sort of to the last of this. I think I want to sound the charge just to speed things up. Alright, archers, you've done a tremendous job in this siege. I'm not going to lie. Alright, let's move everyone up then. Alrighty, lads. The time is now. Move up. Swordsman, cross the river. Alright. The order's being given. Seems to be a small amount of crossbowmen not understanding what's going on. So the frontal assault is going on. My cavalry are going to further intercept crossbowmen coming out. Another lightning charge by the brave Serbian cavalry. Siege equipment in the background there. What a charge for the brave Serbs. Right, we're storming the bridge here now. Shields up nice and high. Alright, we want to make sure that this crossbow unit is destroyed. Right, that's good. Push further back. And we'll get you here as well. My lord, the Serbs are crossing the bridge. You think you'd try and hold it somewhat. It's a really cool, like, piece of ground, this. Alright. Make sure we get this under our control. Everyone else is slowly but surely pushing up. Oh, did I did I not pull you up there? Oh, that's cringe. Oh well. Alright. Alright. Let's try and move some of these boys higher up so they can get there quicker. Alright, come on man, let's move up a bit quicker. Okay, so they seem to be hitting us here. I guess we're better off to face that and make some sort of shield wall rather than... It's probably okay having our backs towards them because they don't seem to be pushing it. Okay, everyone's slowly but surely moving up now. An enemy tower has been destroyed. So we have this part of the city under our control. So what I'll do is I'll still try and hold this point here. I don't want to push for the town square because it's going to reallocate those forces. I don't need to do it just yet. Wait for our siege equipment to move up and then we'll send everyone in as well. So looking at... Oh, we might have a combustion there on the siege equipment. That's alright. So we've got some guys pushing up over the walls already. Some of them, whoa, that's a lot of resistance there. Okay, well, get everyone up and over where you can. Try and push for something like this. Alright, now that these guys are up and over, we can start pushing. Right, the gateway's down there, so let's push for this. We could reallocate some of our... Actually, can you try and take that, actually? Our cavalry, because we can actually get them down and around on this side and flank. That would be more beneficial. Okay, we've got our other commanders as well. You can be pushed higher up. You don't need to be there now. Just push there. Okay, push for this. That's now been broken. Reallocate yourself further down here. I still want you to push that if you can, mate. Right, they're getting massively caught there. They're fighting this. And they're getting blobbed there. Okay, so we are making small gains on the wall. The Hungarians seem to be holding us here for now. I just want to open up some more points if I can. They seem to be breaking at the crucial points though. And now our brave Serbs are pushing over. Okay, so we are currently trying to capture the town square. So if you can make a strong long front line there, I'll be happy. Sending's cavalry's coming in. I don't I think I might just sort of help you hold this. You know what I mean? Like, you go for that, and then we'll try and swing you guys up and over and around. Where's that goddamn cavalry? Right, it's crossing the river now anyway. It's taking this time up the embankment. But these guys are a little bit exhausted already. There it is. The crown jewel. Serbia. Crown jewel of Serbia. Belgrade. Glorious in the background. Right, let's move you this way, please. Okay. That's been burnt out. That's why. Okay, so all my archers on this side haven't pushed up. That's mental. Okay, try and get some of these towers under our control. Get that under our control. You're actually actively fighting there, so you need to push here. Alright, get the rest here to hit that Bayou. We've got a lot of guys pushing that way, which is interesting. Maybe we don't need too many pushing straight up through the guts of the gate. But they are seeming to plug and hold our offensive. Yeah, try and get further around here, please. Like, get around this, right? Get right around, get the reach around right, and you'll be laughing. Alright, 37 minutes, so we've got time. Alright, let's start speeding things up a bit. Once we get a cavalry in, it should make a difference. Getting some hammer and anvil charges on. There's no one else. There's a couple of guys sitting back here in reserve, but they can get further. I'm surprised that they did so well burning us down there. Alright, shields up nice and high. Still try and peel off where you can. And get around and then hit that. Never fear, the cavalry's here. Get them over the bridge. Right, we need to start massively, like, moving. Like, this needs to be where the big charge is. The battle is turning in our favour. I don't think it ever was not. Looks like they've seemed to snuff out a bit of the charge. Send our highest unit to take this. The remaining cavalry can try and hit something like that. I'm surprised how well they're doing there, though. Alright. Send a unit further back here. Get everyone else to go for this, essentially. Oh, they've done well there. Another enemy tower has been destroyed. Push for this. We're fighting the enemy general there. Alright, my cavalry's coming around the side. And what I'll do is I'll get you to smash that while the rest you try and engage this. Try and hit these crossbowmen, light and mediums. They're sitting flat-footed. They're not going to expect a Serbian charge in the city itself. Good. Alright, make sure you're taking that. This tower is ours now. Make sure you get around the back. Alright, we've taken the town square under control. We've now moved a cavalry unit here. Make sure we get this under our control. So, how many men have we lost? About 800. And they've lost 3,000 in this fight in total. Perfect. Alright, let's make sure we get spearmen up here that are fighting adequately. Oh, that charge didn't work? Oh, that's a shame. They haven't done very well against their heavy shock. But, like, my guys are medium melee. You'd think that'd sort of be up there a bit. No. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Try and fall them out. Alright, push that there. Okay, cool. So we've got this general, like, massively surrounded here. Alright, get more guys up through here. Right. Oh, we've actually initiated the countdown. 110 seconds, even though there's a lot more fighting, I would imagine, left. That's cool. Alright, push for this then. Get this down quicker. Alright, go into this. Yeah, like the enemy general hasn't even been slain yet. A lot of this is a bit fuckery. Yeah, 80 seconds now before we've got this. And there still seems to be a lot of units holding there. They're now breaking. Get them to push out. Make sure they get attacked. Send some crossbowmen to parlay into them. Good, 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 good. 40 seconds now. This is fully under our control. Get into the town square for protection. Send more spears here where you can. Looks like they're broken. Oh, it was basically on par. Praise the gods. Victory is ours. A decisive victory we have here today. 8,310 Serbs. We lost 1,053. Jacob of the Hungarians, the champions of Christianity. Jacob deployed 4,442 and basically lost that on the field. Crikey. So how well did his crossbowmen did? Some of them did alright. 138, 136, 58, 33. So, about 300. 80 for the Cav. 400 there. I wish you could like sort of click and tab the garrison stats. I think you can do that in Warhammer. I don't know if you can do it in Attila. I don't think you can. Clearly. But yeah, swordsman did well. 100, 108. I feel like for the first time, except for the general, all of the casualties inflicted were like fair and well balanced. Look at our archers there. 160, 120, 150. Cavalry, 250, 260, 240. My cavalry did so well there. And the way we played with our swordsman worked really well. I've learned a lot playing with a weaker Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD faction. Especially playing as Serbia that has slightly weakened infantry and they haven't got the best missile resistance. That was the way to go. Try and skirmish them out as best we can. Rain firing death upon them. If we had, dude, if we had all those, if we had 12 archer units, they would have been goners. There was a bit of randomness, RNG on our side, that they for some reason decided to suicide like 5 crossbowmen into me for some goddamn reason. Not entirely sure why, but I'll take it. Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. We've taken Belgrade here today. Good. A decisive victory. Let's loot and occupy the city. I would like to occupy it straight up. Oh, we don't want to abandon it. Crikey. But we're not going to be able to use most of the buildings there, which is a shame. Alright, let's send my brother Savia to Pex to begin the secondary siege. And I wish you could attack it in one turn, because you'd absolutely have these guys. Alright, and we'll move Luka. Luka. Okay, and should I hold in Zagreb? Maybe. Alrighty then, let's keep it going. Let's try and continue the conquest of Hungary. Alrighty. Okay, so what are we looking at? Well, 17k in the bank. We're making 9.6 per turn, mostly due to our trade tariffs, I imagine. Yeah, look at this. Total value, 13k. We're producing glass, beeswax, spices, wine, stone. Crikey, 400. I know we've got I know I've got like all the Orthodox monasteries pumping out wine, but I was kind of blown away by that total. We've basically turned the Orthodox Church into a brewery. Right, what do I want to build here? What's this? We could probably nearly upgrade that. I'm happy to nearly upgrade that to a fortress. And maybe continue with some military buildings, because this is sort of my military hub in Skopje. Okay, cool. Belgrade is fine here for now. We're currently besieging Pex. I would be interested to see how the Hungarians react to this. So I've sent my brother north, further north into Pannonia, to siege Pex. Veszprém, oh, they've moved, they've reallocated their forces. Where, I wonder? Havana. A what? Havana. Havana Humpelot. That was on the telly the other day. There's some absolute bangers that come on Australian TV. We've got pretty good free-to-air here. There was Austin Powers and then Robin Hood Men in Tights. Oh my god, that Mel Brooks movie. One of my favourite movies of all time. It's so fucking good. Right. Move you further up here. This is so good. I can't recommend it enough. You haven't seen Robin Hood Men in Tights? Oh. Alright. let's push for Pex here now. I don't know where the Hungarians are. But looks like we're going to probably take Pannonia with minimal or no resistance. Sorry, we're going to the forest here. Maybe they're hanging out in the forest. I say, hey, hey. I say, hey, hey. Rap video in the goddamn forest. Alright, let's probably push north now. So, yeah, so probably can see. I don't know where they've buggered off to, but I reckon she's all over Red Rover for the Hungarians. So they're coming back from this one. Okay, let's move Lucca up, and we'll reallocate Ivan to garrison Belgrade. Has this gone up here now? Pitiful, 19. Integrity, growth. No one really likes us, which is a shame. A little bit of disloyalty. Hopefully they don't have a civil war. Because it hasn't gotten better, the political situation here. It's gotten far worse. So I might need to... Well, he's a governor. He's a governor as well. Okay. So it's not too bad. Most of these guys aren't actively in the army, but they do have a lot of higher up positions of power, which could be a problem, but we'll be right. Let's try and make sure these guys go further up as well. It's just due to the king dying. That's all it is. The former. Okay, and then they've got 2 territories left. Oh, looks like King Leopold of the Austrians and Godfrey of Antioch seem to be mustering and heading towards the north. Interesting. Alright. We'll take this last territory in Pannonia, and then we'll probably call it there. Unless the Hungarians come at us with a crazy force. I think their final stand was there. But we're going to be able to seize pretty much all of the north there of Hungary, which is crazy. I didn't expect I was going to expand that far into Hungary. I knew I wanted to take this region of Pannonia and take Belgrade and Pex while they're sort of hanging out in the east, and then sort of peace out with them, because I had no ambition going forward. But we've got them on the ropes here. Right. Let's continue on and take a good decisive victory at that. Let's sit and occupy for another time, and then we need to massively rebuild these forces. Yeah. Oh, they've come in. The Cumans, the Khanates in the east. That's a bit of a shame, taking that region capital up there near Transylvania, because that's really that's a really good city. Oh well, no matter. Unfortunately, guys, on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching the Siege of Belgrade. I've had an absolute blast here today for episode 5 of the Serbia series. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments where you'd like me to expand and conquer in the next episode. I think we'll just sort of wrap up the Hungarians off camera. Their strength rank 32. They've got 2 regions left. Maybe by the end of next turn, 1. So they're done and dusted. Unless there's like a surprise super stack with the king, with the professional army. We'll probably play that at the start of the next. But if not, I can kind of foresee that they're done and dusted. But as you can see now, we have a Slavic super state in the Balkans. We are one united, homogeneous people now, stretching from Pannonia, Dalmatia, all the way to Constantinople and southern Greece. So we've got a couple of options there where you want to expand and conquer. The Holy Roman Empire is massively on the back foot. Italy is still very much controlled by their kingdoms: Verona, Bologna, Venice, Sicily. Anatolia is mostly made up by Catholics now. The Empire of Nicaea, it's Venice. They've done really well there in Bithynia and like Pergamon. The Empire of Nicaea, Emperor Anne. Okay, and Empress Anne, rather. I wonder if we can actually look at the religion now as well. Oh, yeah, look at that. Mostly Orthodox. Even in Asia Minor as well, which is cool. Antioch seem to be doing alright, but they've got fire. Yeah, so up in the north they've really expanded. They've gone against the Turks, capturing the silk facilities and roads in Ankara. Okay. But they haven't really made much of an offensive. Are they even at war with the Ayyubids? No, they're not. They're at war with everyone else. Yeah, well, we could go and have the Siege of Jerusalem in the next episode, if that's something you guys would like to see. Go on a quick crusade. Because overall, I don't think there's many other sort of... There's Turkic peoples here, but I don't want to go up fucking here. This is a fucking nightmare. You throw these guys back for invading you. You don't want to take this land. What's going on in Spain? Aragon, Navarre, Castile, Portugal. From what I see, the Almohad Caliphate and their followers really get thrown out of Spain. England are at war with the Sultanate, but they're sort of chilling. They have 9 regions, so maybe they've got France under their control, actually. I can't see, but it's mostly... Is it English owned? Yeah, look at this. Paris, Aquitaine, Francia. Oh, shit. Wow, okay. What about Bordeaux? Yeah, France has been divided up by Flanders. How many do they have? 3 territories. Flanders and England have most of that territory. Can I get military access? No, I can't. Because I'd love to see, to be honest. But that's how the world is shaping up in this series. We're currently strength ranked 1. We're the only sort of faction having stability in their region, the Balkans. Asia Minor's definitely divvied up. Same with Italy, France, Spain, France, and England, I'd imagine, as well. Even Scandinavia itself. Denmark still rolls, though. Sweden up there as well. Alright, gonna end it here. Peace. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.